Animal Crossing is hard. You gotta catch bugs, shake sticks out of trees, and make friends. Well, luckily for you and me, the internet is here to rescue us from the burden that is responsibility in-game. We share a few helpful services on the old online that make life on the island a little bit more bearable. Oh, and both Kate and Matt had birthdays this week. All that and more this week on the Free Play Podcast.
You are listening to the Free Play Podcast with Bubba Stallcup, Matt Warmbier, and Kate Katawaki, part of the Love Thy Nerd podcast network.
What's up, nerds? My name is Bubba Stallcup, and you are listening to the Free Play Podcast, part of the Love Thy Nerd podcast network. And join with me, as always, are a couple of my co-hosts and co-founders here at Love Thy Nerd, Matt Warmbier.
Oh, hello.
And Kate Katawaki.
Hello.
Now, if they sound different, it's because they're both a whole year older since the last time you heard their voices here on this podcast.
Bless it.
They
I feel so good.
had burp days.
Yeah.
Go, Shawty. It's your
birthday. Yeah. I forget every single year, because I love you guys so much and we're so close, that your birthdays are a day apart.
Well, we never forget it.
We never forget.
We talk about it like when it's coming up, like it's almost our birthdays. And
It's almost our birthdays.
Is Easter going to be on one of our birthdays this year? No.
Joint birthday party.
From afar.
But then you never do it.
No, we
No.
did it.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, it was.
What did we do?
I mean, you had birthdays, but...
No, we had the joint birthday party. It was her and I, Aaron and Steven, and that was it. It was a party via Zoom. We did a Zoom room.
Oh, really?
No.
Oh, okay,
He's
well,
lying. He's
yeah,
lying.
thanks for the invite.
It's
Appreciate
not
it.
it.
Yeah.
Well, it wasn't your birthday, so you
Our
couldn't.
family members only, yeah.
That's not how birthdays work.
That's how they were. Well, think about when you're born, though. Like, it's usually family members only.
Yeah, it's true.
Well, and like 7 strangers.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, speaking of being born, you know what my mom told me about when I was born?
Oh, I can't wait.
I have no
It's-
idea.
It pretty much, I feel like these 3 things that she said about my birth have basically, that's my entire life summed up. I was born with the sum of my entire life right there.
Okay.
1, I pooped myself because I was stressed being born. 2, the cord was a little bit around my neck. And 3, I had a cold. So
Wait, how?
I don't know.
It probably was poop
I don't-
in her nose.
That's what it was.
But my mom
Uh,
was like, yeah, that happened while you were, born and stuff.
The craziest things happen to children as they're being born. Cord around the neck is terrifying in the moment, and don't get me wrong, like some serious things have gone wrong because of that. But I feel like every single one of my kids had the cord wrapped around their neck when they were born.
Well, how tight was it? I guess it explains a lot about your kids. But
Yeah, freaking tell me about it. But I think it was Levi who, when they took him out and all that mess, and they put him on the table to go clean him, and then he peed in his own face when they put him.
That's great. I love that.
It was the
Oh,
best.
my.
It was the best.
Oh my!
Yeah, he's
Well,
not been the same since.
That's a great
there's
birth
that.
story. Peed in
Yeah,
his
he
own
still
face.
does it. Yeah, I just can't lay him on his back.
Yeah.
Yeah, gonna be 5. But yeah, hey guys, happy birthday! Like seriously, happy
Thank you.
birthday.
What did you get us?
Yeah.
I got you a cake for my daughter.
That's true. That's right. I forgot about
Yeah,
that.
you remember that.
Yeah.
And
that
Matt,
happened.
I help you have 2 cameras set up for your live stream. So
I hate everything.
that's the spirit of a new year. I hate everything.
No,
Absolutely.
it's fine.
I agree.
And-
No, it's
okay. No, well, I just technology and I we work well together sometimes, but other times I don't. They just doesn't want to cooperate with me.
yeah,
Or anyone else for that matter.
most of the time you're like, how about nah?
has a mind of its own.
Yeah, you would rather do like a telegraph than a live stream.
beep 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 beep.
Yeah,
Just
I'd be
in.
for that. Old man plays video games. Right? Hey.
He just caught a fish. Beep 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 beep.
Well, seriously, guys, happy birthday! I love you guys. I'm very happy to be your friend, and I'm never super sappy, but I am so glad that you guys are doing this stuff with me, and that I get to hang out with you guys. And I feel like our podcast and the stuff that we do is really fun, and I think it's because of the rapport that we have. So, thanks for doing this for 3-ish.
No,
4
it's
years?
more than that. 4. It has
Well,
to be 4.
you and I have an extra year on Kate.
We
Yeah.
do, yeah.
So whatever number you
Whatever
are,
that means.
then take one away,
yeah.
and then that's me.
Yeah. It seems
Take
like
one
a
down,
lifetime.
pass it around. Some more number of podcasts on the wall.
Mm-hmm.
But seriously, guys, thank you so much. And hey, let them know in the comment section and on social media and all sorts of stuff. Just, I know it's past their birthdays, but just how much you love them, because I
Well,
know that you do.
Won't say
You
no
guys
to a
are
birthday
always-
wish. No.
You guys are always
Ooh-wee.
gushing. Hey, who doesn't need more birthday monies? Am I right or am I right?
Exactly. No,
Yeah,
you're
that's-
exactly right.
That's true. Oh,
Eh,
I have birthday monies in the bank.
what?
Well, I deposited there, and I didn't buy anything with it. So,
Who gave
you
you the
guys
birthday
keep talking.
monies?
Aaron's grandma.
Yeah, I know exactly where that money came from. Kate, did you got birthday monies, right?
Of course I did.
Of course. What a
She
stupid
always-
question.
she
What do
always
you
gets
mean?
lots more than
I
I do.
always get birthdays monies.
Yeah, your mom said she wasn't interested in me.
What?
Who did you get birthday monies from?
My gammy.
After what
mom?
you said,
My dad. Well, I don't know if my gammy heard the podcast. But
well, I'm
Yeah,
gonna make sure
Gammy-
she does.
either way,
Gammy-
she sent me, some birthday
She sends it through
monies.
Venmo, so it's fine.
Yeah,
It's
she
not a
Venmo'd.
Facebook thing.
Okay.
No, she sent it in the mail, and it had 3 stickers on the back holding the back flap of the envelope down, and each sticker said "All God's creatures" and had a different animal on it.
That's right. I remember that picture.
Oh, it was so
Yes.
great.
Lift up your voice. And
Shout out to my
let
gammy.
me-
Hey, I also got birthday monies, but my birthday monies was from President Trump.
Oh
And-
yes.
Yeah, in the
So-
form of a stimulus check. And man, I hope you guys get all your stimulus check. I did hear, this is not the Free Play Political podcast, but it's kind of hard not to talk about some of this stuff, right? I did read an article today that said that if you are a U.S. citizen married to an illegal immigrant, you will not get your stimulus check.
Oh, you won't get your birthday monies.
No birthday monies for you.
Oh.
So sorry about that. That really does
Yikes.
suck. I think that's
bad.
super weird. I'm not about that noise, but I got my stimulus check, and here's how it hit. Our tax refund came in, our stimulus check hit, and I got paid all on the same day. And I thought my wife was
Wow.
going to die.
Well, congratulations.
watching-
That sounds like a great day.
I remember it like it was 2 days ago. It was a Sunday.
Mm.
And I was watching every Sunday. I watch just to see what's going on in the world. I watch the live stream of the coronavirus task force because I think that is
As
just
you should. Yeah.
second only to Space Force, right? And I was watching that, and Anna came in, and she was like, "Whatever you're doing, it's not important. Stop it and come look at this." And she showed me the bank account, and she was like, "What is happening?
Saying
What
we're
did you do?
loaded and we're loaded.
What is
Bubby,
going
look.
on?" And so, like, we were talking before we were rolling about some of the stuff that we were doing, and she immediately is like, "I don't. What do we do? We have too much. What do we do?" And she was like, "This is the most money we've ever had in a bank account, and that she's ever had." And she's really good with money, by the way. And she's freaking out about what to do with the money. And I'm like, "Well, let's just buy a lot of stuff. I can fix this. I can get
Come Duh.
yeah. I got a whole. Let's buy another shelf. I'll put some more board games on it.
Yeah.
It'll be fine."
Yeah. And we'll
We'll get
end
that
some
number
more
down
games
quick.
because you want to make sure
Yeah.
the shelf isn't lonely when it's put up.
Well, absolutely. Yeah. We'll get a couple copies of Nemesis, and some.
My
It'll be
dibs.
fine.
Yeah. Just tell her my dibs. That's fine.
And so we did a very responsible thing. We paid down all of our credit card debt.
Wow. Congratulations.
Yeah. And Matt, you said that you did that too?
Yeah. We paid off all of our credit card debt as well. and
It felt real good.
paid some bills. Yeah. We're
For the first time in months, paid some bills. Yeah.
Yeah, it's great. We're in the black, right? Is that what you want? Yeah, black.
Yeah.
We're in the
dark blue at
we're
best.
in the we're in the what's like the
In the dark
neutral.
blue?
What's the neutral one? Is that blue?
Gray. It's gray.
We're black, and
lime green.
red. What's the dark red? We're in dark red.
Dark red. Oh gosh.
But then we started talking about like some fun stuff to do with the money too, right? And by I'm doing heavy air quotes fun. Like house repairs and building a shed and stuff like that. It's really hard for me not to just say, well, here are all these Kickstarters I want to back. Here are all these games I've been wanting to get. We should probably get like a 4K TV. Like that's where my mind goes, but I'm having to temper it because I don't want to come out and just be like, I already have plans for all that money. So
Sorry.
No touchy. I don't have any plans. I don't know. Have you guys thought about like what to do with all this stuff? I know, Kate, you got a brand new fancy boom arm for your microphone.
Yeah.
Was that the whole stimulus check for you?
Yeah.
Basically, yeah.
Pretty much it. We bought some wood, and
Cool.
then,
What kind?
It was pine. It was pine wood.
Was it hardwood, regular wood, or softwood? Because there are only 3 kinds of wood.
Yeah.
It was probably medium, just wood.
Yeah. Pine seems like it's just a wood.
Yeah, just wood. And we made a can holder / dispenser to put in our pantry because
Is that what that was?
yeah, that's what that was.
I thought it was chicken coop stuff. I'm not gonna lie,
No,
because you were
not
talking
chicken
about the
coop
neighbor
stuff.
issue.
No, they're fine back there. We also, before that, we did buy other wood that we could make a little run for the chickens, and we had converted our people here call it a yard barn, but I just call it a shed because that's what it is.
A yard barn.
Yeah, people call it a yard barn. Yard barn. So we converted 1/3 of that into a chicken coop area, and I cut a hole through the side of this here shed. And so now we then created a run so we could let the chickens out, but not out in the yard if we didn't want to.
Okay.
So that's part of it. And then we also did the can dispenser. So it hangs on our wall, and it just holds all of our canned goods. Like it's a little first in, first out. You put it into the top and pull it out the bottom. That's not it. We're also adding on to our house in the back.
Oh, forgot we're building a basement.
Just
Yeah,
outside our back door, we have a little I guess it'd be like a roof, part of the roof still, where we are going to frame that in, screen it off, put a door on it, and make that kind of a mud room where we can keep all of our shoes and mud and crud.
Yep.
So that's what we're doing. And
Are
Aaron's
you
up there
doing
framing.
that? Are you gonna? Oh, you guys are doing it.
You're gonna construct it.
Remember like just earlier when we finished like messing with the video stuff, and I was like, I'm going to grab a snack. And I
Yeah.
went out there and I was like, hey, where's your mom? And they're like, I don't know. And I like looked out the back door, and she had already built one of the walls, like the frame for one of the walls out there. I was like,
Dang.
I was going to help you. She's
What?
like, I figured if I did it, you wouldn't have to. And I was like, all right.
That is
Yeah.
sound logic right there.
Yeah. So I was like, okay, you got it. So she probably has the other one built as well. We'll see.
That's crazy.
We'll see when you're done recording this. What's going
Yep.
on outside?
Yeah, we'll find out.
I was thinking about that because we want to do a little bit of framing in our garage to create an extra space where we can do podcasting and all sorts of stuff.
Yeah.
And I was like, I'm going to have to get on the YouTube, man. I don't know how to do it, but it can't be
It's not that hard, man.
that hard. Like, I don't want to degrade people that do this for a living and are professionals
No.
and all sorts of stuff,
Mm.
but I feel like I can nail pieces of wood together.
If you want
Like-
like a basic bit, like not hard, I'm sure you can make it more difficult. Just like we know in the tech world, like I can plug my
That's
my
exactly
computer
what I was
in.
thinking.
I can plug my computer in and press Facebook or Skype, and my video comes on my computer. Or I can get fancy and get more stuff. Just I'm sure
Yeah.
if you want electrical outlets, that's another thing.
You're
If
going to
you
need
want-
those for sure. Yeah.
Sure, that's gonna be.
Need
I know how to do
outlets?
that. I know how to do outlets.
I can.
I don't know. Like,
Figure 'em
I'm
out.
trying to get my more handy dandy manny kind of a lifestyle going because
Handy
handy manny. Yeah. Because I don't want to just be good at computers. I want to be at least adequate at like apocalypse
in
stuff.
like real life things. tangible
Yeah.
things.
Yeah. Like what if it's one of those like you guys ever see the show Revolution?
Yes.
By the creators of Lost and all sorts of stuff. It was
Yes.
only on for like 2 seasons.
Yeah,
ended short.
I loved it, man. I thought it was so
The
good.
power goes out.
Yeah.
Like just worldwide, power goes out, right? And so fantastic story. I loved it. But I think about that all the time. Like if this is my skill set, what if it isn't anymore? And I can't do that. So I'm constantly thinking about that kind of stuff. And so we need to frame in the garage door to create the wall. And then we also need to put up another wall. It's windows, man. Windows freak me out.
Windows to the walls.
Why?
Why? Because they're so exact. Like if I mess something up, I'm there's going to be a lot of great stuff in between,
Well,
where my framing stops and where the window starts.
we'll get
It'll be
Good.
fine. You get to get the little wedges in there, and then you put the.
Oh.
You'll be fine, man.
It's going to be a lot
It'll
of
be just
wood.
fine. For the record, Matt, Steven saw your post about what you were building, and it said, guess what we're building.
Yep.
And then I saw him in the living room, and he's like, "Is Matt building a can holder?"
Why would that be his first guess?
It was his first. It was his first and only guess, and I said, "Yeah, he is." And he's like, "Yes."
See, we just he and I we get each other. We get each other. That's good.
On the
It
same
was actually
page.
he probably gets Aaron because it was Aaron's idea, and I said, "Yeah, let's do it." And I made it.
A can
It
holder.
didn't make any I mean, the idea makes sense, but if I were to look at that, that's not coming to my mind.
Yeah, well,
But
you know
you
what?
go-
We'll do
Holder.
a giveaway. If we get X amount of listens on all these episodes, Matt will build you a can holder.
Oh my word! Sure. You have
A
to
free
come pick it
play
up, though.
branded can
You
holder.
have to
Oh,
come pick it up.
yes.
With how about this? How about we put our faces on a can and you build your own can dispenser?
That works
Oh,
as
man,
That
also.
seems harder.
That's even
Does
better.
it?
Yeah.
We'll figure it out.
We will figure it out.
Jones
we'll
soda
get
bottle.
back to you on that.
Who wants
one.
a can holder?
Matt Warrenbeer's crafting plans? Like you
It's
could give him
fine.
a little. We can make a little DIY, like from Animal Crossing.
Yeah,
And
make
then
it
we
an
just-
Animal Crossing item somehow. Can you
Yes.
do that?
Yeah,
Can
that's
holder.
fine with me.
Open up your Nook phone.
If you want to know what the can holder looks like after it's been installed and put on the wall with cans on it, you can go to my Facebook page and check out the photo. Scroll on down, it's there. So,
I haven't seen this yet.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to pull it up.
Yeah, do a little look see.
Well, hey, we have not just been spending fat stacks of our stimulus money, but we were also, the three of us, plus
Mhm.
April Lim, were able to be on a live stream with ye old James Hudson of Skybound Tabletop. And we played Super Fight the other day.
oh yes, and
That was fun.
It was so fun, and we got destroyed.
I-
Though, Bubba, sorry.
Had the absolute best time ever in the world.
Tell them why, Kate.
Well, I did win, but
The
really,
end.
but I
Yeah.
Go on.
But really, okay, number one, I was really proud of myself because I've never used Tabletop Simulator before or played this game. So I was low-key nervous that I was going to flip the table because there's that option to flip the table in Tabletop Simulator. And I was
Mhm.
like, yeah, of course. We'd be playing a game on a live stream with James Hudson and I'll flip the table on accident.
Yeah, I'm really proud of all of us to
So
not
that
flip
was-
that table.
That was a big ask and we were able to come through with it in the end. But yes, I did win. And I just want to do a quick shout out to Bubba
Okay.
Stallcup for
Oh, hey.
overcoming
That's me.
overcoming all of his what's the word, baggage, I guess.
Fears.
and,
Baggage.
and-
Yeah, baggage.
and
None taken,
saying
yeah.
you did side with me on a couple of the arguments because that's the point of the game, is to build a character using cards and argue
Yes.
against the other person over whose character would win. And Bubba did side with me and say that my argument was
Did.
good when he did not have to and he didn't want to. But-
There was one time I sided against you just to take you down, but for the most part, yeah, I was there with you. You had one that was a Boy Scout with a teleportation gun
Yeah. A
and a
portal gun.
prehensile
Portal gun.
tail.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
he had a tail.
Yeah, and that one was really hard to beat.
He was a good
Um,
one. He was a good one. I
yeah,
really
you-
enjoy that game. It was a lot of fun. It's easy, and this is coming from me, who's tabletop dum dum. Like
Mhm.
it
Oh,
was
not
easy.
You, no.
Mm,
Oh no, come on, kid,
Yeah.
no.
no, don't say that. Well, yeah, like I only needed the rules explained to me one time, so that's a miracle in itself. It's a very Kate friendly game.
Yeah,
I actually
that
really
should be on the box.
Yeah, this is Kate friendly. So it was fun for me. It was fun for you guys. I think it's just a fun game overall. So you should get it.
Yeah, and it was like $8 on Tabletop Simulator, which is awesome.
Yeah,
And
let's see how much it is in real life.
You can play with a bunch of people.
Yeah.
I think Tabletop Simulator is on sale for $10, at least right now. And they may end up extending that. But like, I don't know, that game, it was so much fun, and playing together was great. Just, it's basically what we do on a daily basis, just with other people around and a game in the middle of it. So I'm here for that.
The core deck in real life version, not digital version, is $30. It comes with 500 cards.
Hoo-wee.
So that's we'll put
you
a
could
link
get it all
in
for $8.
if you
Yeah.
if you do Tabletop Simulator version, but I'll put a link to the physical version in the
Yes,
show
I mean,
notes.
Skybound was running a deal. I don't know if it's still running or not. I hope it is. It's buy two, get one free. So you buy 3 games, put them in your cart, and the cheapest one of the 3 will be free, no matter what, just across the board. So
Right now it says there's a 25% sale across the store and free shipping on orders above USD $65.
okay, so they're switching things up.
Mm.
So keep
Keep it
an eye out
fresh.
though, because it seems like they're doing a lot of stuff over there sales wise.
Oh yeah,
So, and I got to meet James Hudson, who I've said before I wanted to be his friend.
how'd it go?
I think good. He followed me on Twitter. He didn't have to, but he followed me on Twitter. So, I think he
That's a
wants to
fair
be
point.
friends. I think,
Has he talked to you since he added you on Twitter, or
He was at the
Mm.
birthday party. I forgot to mention that.
yeah.
are
Forgot
you
to mention.
kidding me?
It was me, Matt, Aaron,
Uh-huh.
Steven, and James
Yeah.
Hudson
Yep.
Okay, I can't wait to find out later who else was there.
at the Zoom birthday. We'll keep adding people.
Yeah, your background, Kate, was so funny. Wow, so good.
Yeah, my Zoom. Actually, in the meeting I had today, I put the same background that you had.
Oh, the Lord of the Rings
The
one?
Lord of the Rings.
Yeah, the Fellowship.
The Fellowship. Yeah, that one was
Yeah.
really good. In the meeting I was in, I kept switching between that one, Animal Crossing, where everyone's like standing in a field, like across the field, and then also I
Yeah.
did one where like a bunch of orcs were behind me. So what I want to do though is do a video recording of me sitting on this like little love seat behind me, like constantly like looking at my watch, like tapping my foot, looking around, like have it on a loop, because it'll be perfect. Like me sitting here and then me behind me.
Can
That's
you do
great.
video backgrounds?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna
Perfect.
Well, there you go.
There it
do it.
is.
I'm
Yeah.
gonna
So
do it.
when I showed up at my meeting today, they were like, "Oh, you're blocking Frodo."
Yeah, oh, sorry, here you go.
Yeah, down in
Yeah.
front. Thank you.
Yeah. Can you keep it down?
Did you see the Babylon Bee article that was like due to social distancing? What was it? Like the Fellowship has been limited to
Yes. Yep. 5.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's
5,
So
that's what it was,
good.
yeah.
That is
Yep.
so good.
Kind of perfect delivery of that story on my part, if I must say.
No,
I
I
love
knew
it.
I knew what you're talking about.
I didn't fumble through that at
too.
all.
Mm-mm. It
Nailed
happens
it.
sometimes. I do it.
It's fine.
Take that.
It's perfect.
Hey, let's talk about some stuff here.
Oh,
Okay,
wait,
so
wait, wait.
Animal-
Did we tell people to go watch the Super Fight stream?
No, I didn't.
Okay.
I
Well,
guess you could do that if you want to.
you should go watch it.
Yeah,
It's on the Skybound Tabletop Facebook page.
it is.
And maybe will be other places as well.
Yes, hopefully by the time you hear this, it'll be on our YouTube channel, lovethynerd.com/YouTube, which if you are not a subby, get out of here.
Just do it.
Go
okay?
leave right now. Go do it. I guess you could stay and do it.
No, I'd leave.
No,
Don't
leave
come
and
back
Yeah,
until
go
you're
do
sorry.
it. Go do it. It's really quick. Even I did it. I did it today. I became a subby today. Turns out I wasn't
You
before.
Today?
weren't?
Turns out I wasn't before. Sorry. I thought I
Kate.
was.
I can't believe.
Mm.
I would just like to point
It's
out that
fine.
Kate's job for us is to run our social media.
Yeah,
so
that's what
the
it is.
fact
Well,
that she wasn't subbed.
No, it's the fact that I see the content all the time. It made
Mhm.
it seem like I was already subscribed. Do you see what I'm saying? Because if I was subscribed, I'd be seeing it as well. So I already thought that I was.
I mean, I hear the excuse, but it's just not there. So, well, I'm glad that you are on the subby train there. But hey, if you guys aren't, please do us a favor. Seriously, go over there, subscribe, and hit that bell for notifications when we go live or drop new videos. Matt's live almost every weekday playing Animal Crossing, which we'll talk a little bit more about here in a second. We've got recaps of those streams. Drew is doing devotionals over there, some Devos on demand. We launched our very first video wrap-up kind of session from LTNCon last year. Got all that footage in, so you'll see our keynotes rolling out here shortly. So just be sure to get on over there. Check stuff out. All of the podcast, even this, is every single week is uploaded to YouTube. So we are trying to pump stuff that way. YouTube is a thing that's not going away. So why not lean into it, right? Am I right or am I right?
I think you're, yeah, you are.
Yeah.
So head on over to lovethynerd.com/YouTube and become a subby, because why not? Kate, is that sufficient? Can we move on?
Yeah, we're good. Thank you.
Let's do it one more time.
One more. Okay, back to one, everybody.
Take two.
Hey, so seriously, I guess not seriously.
for real.
Into that the wrong
Seriously?
way. Okay, nonsense over. There is an Amazon for Animal Crossing. And it's called Nookazon.
Nookazon.
I hate the name.
Why? Does it not get across exactly what it is?
I would say Amanook or
You're
So
right.
you would just
Amanook
reverse
is
it.
way better than
Amanook.
Nookazon.
They're both
just
terrible.
reverse it.
How about
What if we just called it Amazon?
Animals?
But that's
How about
that's not
Animals on Crossing?
what it is. Gosh.
Oh
This is
man! And did you
terrible.
guys?
Didn't ask me.
You guys get a chance to use it?
No.
I peeked through it.
Here's the thing.
I can't.
There's not anything that I could think of that I would go through all this stuff to get.
Yeah.
But okay,
what?
let me
What?
No, no.
Everything?
just do a little overview of what this is.
Yeah.
So, as you may have guessed from the name, it is Amazon for Animal Crossing. So what exactly does that mean?
I don't know.
Well, I'm here to tell
You
you.
be the
Animals
judge.
on
I'm here to
Crossing.
tell you to clear it all up.
I'm
So
gonna pull it up while you're
basically,
doing that.
pull it up, take a look. You do have to have an account to be able to participate in it, as you would with Amazon.
Can I link it to my Amazon Prime account?
I'm
Yes.
sure you can.
Okay, I'm gonna figure it out.
Basically, you barter with people through their Discord server. There's like
It looks great.
it does. There's a section that has all these listings for every type of, item type you could think of. So here's you can buy clothing, DIY recipes, flowers, fossils, fruits, furniture, materials, posters, songs, tools, and villagers.
Mm.
So through Nookazon, you could get rid of those, villagers who are not that cute. And
How do you do that? How would you put somebody up for sale on
That's
Nookazon?
slavery.
I mean, in the FAQ, it says you basically time travel back 2 weeks, talk to all the villagers except the one you want out, and then time travel back forward, and they'll be like, I want to leave.
That's it?
And then that's how you get somebody to move out.
You don't talk to someone for 2 weeks. That's how you get them to move out or want to
guess.
move out.
Oh.
That's
Okay.
one way. So, but basically, if there's an item that you want, you can peruse the listings. When you see something you want, you can contact that person on using this Nookazon Discord server. Say, I want to pay X amount of bells, or I'm down to pay X amount of bells that you asked for said item. Then you trade dodo codes or whatever, and you go there to pick
Okay.
it up or something. Depends. The process is different depending on if you're buying or selling. Sort of.
Right. You have to throw the money down before or some it's honestly to me you sent the link out and I looked through it, but I guess like I would just rather come across it organically or have
Yeah.
a friend gift it to me
Yeah.
because they knew I wanted it.
I think I would too, unless it was something that I really, really, really wanted. Like if I was like, oh, that
Yep.
Yeah, exactly. Nothing. The
My
the
thoughts.
only thing I maybe would ask someone to get for me if I didn't already have it was the KK Reggae album, but I have it.
yeah.
I'm
Well,
good.
you also no, that's not true. You asked people for trash, so that's two things.
Okay,
That-
but the trash was that I feel like that was more of a. I'm gonna speak to the comic book nerds out there. You know how you're looking for that one issue and you're looking and you're looking and you're looking and you just can't find it, and you ask some friends to help you find it in their local shops, and then they come across it and then they mail it to you. That's what this was. Like it's the thrill of the hunt. It's
the hunt for cardboard boxes and tires.
And boots and cans.
Boots.
And I have more than I could ever need at this point.
Yeah. Well,
good. Because I was saving some for you and I sold them.
We can't even hang out.
I know. I was saving. I literally, it looked like a landfill in the back of my lot.
That's my house right
now.
A
landfill. Yeah. So this Nookazon frequently asked questions section is very thorough. Like this whole website as a whole is very thorough and in explaining things on how to get things done. And one is they give you a whole bunch of safe trading tips to like prevent any sabotage.
Yeah, I read that.
Which I think is a cool little like, acknowledgement of the world and the way it is. Like the red flags to watch out for, other guests interferes with trade.
Hey,
Matt,
look over here.
How much would you pay for KK Reggae?
5,000 bells.
5,000 bells? What if
Yeah.
I told you could get it for 3,200
Okay,
on Nookazon?
That's what I bought it for. So that's about right.
Well, you said 5,000, so.
I mean, I feel like because of the trouble, like travel and like linking up, it's like a tip.
What about KK Disco?
Low.
Let's see.
1,000.
You can here. I have it up. 3,200, or
That's
some
what-
of them.
3,200.
There aren't many that are more than that. I think there's been a couple. I've been buying the Nook albums every day from the shop, and there haven't been many more that have been like 32.50.
Yeah. Well, look, it tells you on here with the selling section. So you could either pay 3,200 bells is one person's listing. Then another person's listing is you make an offer. How much do you want to pay for it? Then a third person's is, okay, I'll trade you one KK Disco for one Nook Miles ticket.
That's a lot.
Okay. All right. So the way you do is you just trade.
Yeah.
Because obviously there is no formal trading mechanic in this game. The idea is that you are going to be playing with your friends, people that you love and trust, and that you throw something on the ground or you mail it to them or whatever. Now you've added complete strangers to the mix. And that complicates things.
Complete
really
strangers over furniture pieces is what you're trying to acquire furniture pieces.
I remember getting absolutely duped doing this in Diablo 2 years ago. Saying, hey, I've got, one, whatever it is that you're looking for. I'll pay this other thing. Like it's the same exact thing, except there's a nice shiny interface here on the internet.
Yeah, it looks great.
And it did not go well. I have heard back, because I asked our Discord, okay, people that are in our Discord server, lovethynerd.com/Discord, very active Animal Crossing spot. That channel is the most active of all of the channels we have. I asked them, and a couple of them said, yeah, I've used it. I've bought and sold. And they said that it just works. Like, I guess people that play Animal Crossing, even if they're not trustworthy maybe in real life, are pretty upstanding citizens when it comes to their island.
That is so interesting. I love it. So basically, Animal Crossing brings out the best in terrible people.
It does. It does. So that's interesting. Well, that's not the only thing that exists in the form of helping for Animal Crossing. So we got Nookazon, helps get you all of the the Nook toilet paper that you could ever want in this time. You move on to the next piece, which is the Turnip exchange. So turnip.exchange. This to me is a better tool than Nookazon.
Well, the purpose is different though. It's solely on the stock market,
which is a nightmare, an absolute nightmare. So, Kate, why don't you tell us what this tool does?
All right. Well, through Turnip Exchange, you basically can sign yourself up as a host or access a whole page with different islands that I just pulled it out and it's funny. It has like it's basically just a whole board with little postings of everybody's different island and how much turnips are going for in that island on this day.
Ooh,
So you can like peruse
572 on Aloha right now.
Yeah, 572. You got some like 400s, 200s, 496. Like it's crazy. So I had a friend who told me about Turnip
20.
Exchange. Yeah, 20. Why are you going to put a listing for 20?
Crazy.
Oh, 10.
So look at this. There's this one of the first listings, 451 bells per turnip, and there's a little thing at the bottom of the listing that says waiting 178 out of 200. So basically what that means is, because I asked my friend who told me about this, is you have to join that queue and then you have to wait in line basically to get a dodo code to go to that island to get 451 bells per turnip or however much it's going for. So it's really organized, right? She was like,
So
said,
who sends out the code? Is it the website that sends out the dodo code?
I don't know. I think
'Cause
it's
if it's
the
up to
person.
me-
it has to be the person because they
Get that. I'm out.
okay, so let's see. I'm looking at it right now. You can join the queue. There are 7. This person has 7 visitors on the island selling turnips right now, this very second. So 7 people are on the island, and there are 195 people in line. So it shows me the top 7 people who are in line. So you can see when you're going to be next to get the dodo code. I'm not sure exactly how the dodo code gets to you from this point, but my friend who did it said that she felt like it was only worth it if it's a Saturday and you're trying to sell your turnips at a last resort to get some money. She said, I just so happened to check it during the week and I was able to get in a queue immediately because not that many people were on, I guess. She said she's made 3.5 million bells off the turnip stock exchange.
Wow.
So,
And
but
that's where I need to be. Full disclosure, I forgot this Sunday and totally missed turnips. Not super happy about it, but this listing here says it's the 558 bells. It says turnip price 558, entry 300,000 bells. Does that mean I got to pay 300,000 bells to get on that island?
Yeah, and this other one that I was looking at, they said there's an entry fee of 3 gold nuggets. Other options to pay are 3 star fragments, 1 large star fragment, 2 zodiac, or Gulliver furniture, and in all caps, do not quietly leave. Leave via the minus button, whatever that means.
Yeah.
What if I just don't pay it?
Then you probably get kicked out.
Can you boot people? Can you boot people?
I have no idea.
I think so.
But if you're down for the turnip exchange, then this place seems like it's pretty on top of it.
What if you leave quietly, like with the minus button? I found that whatever you had done on the island, it doesn't seem to take effect. Like, or not every time. Like, I went and sold a bunch of apples on Ezra's Island. Then I was buying some oranges and left quietly. Got back to my island. I had all the apples back in my inventory again. I was like, "What world?"
Interesting. I didn't even know that was a thing. But look, there's an island called Bubby's.
Oh,
right
hey.
here.
That sounds like a hopping place.
Bubby's turnips are going for 73 bells.
That's accurate. Yeah.
That's about right. Yeah.
Yeah, the one time last week that I actually had turnips and sold them, I think I sold them for like 150, and I might have had 10 stacks. I don't know. It wasn't like an extravagant amount.
Yeah.
But I have Anna every time she's on because she's the one that's playing pretty regularly. I'm like, hey, check the stock exchange, see what the turnip prices are, and it was like last night it was like 56. I was like, yeah, it checks out.
Yeah, they've been pretty bad.
Yeah, so those are a couple Animal Crossing tools for you.
Yeah, do it.
If you want to take it to the next level.
You know you want some of that. And honestly, like if you want some of this stuff on a smaller scale, no joke, go to lovethynerd.com/Discord. And our peeps are active. Matt is streaming almost daily, like I said. And you got a live stream going on tomorrow, yeah?
I do. Well, which tomorrow?
This one. Today's tomorrow.
Today's tomorrow.
Oh, well, then it'll be over by the time anybody listens to this.
Let's just check it out. Hey, how about this? Go to our YouTube, ring-a-ling the bell, and be notified when I go live.
Yeah, do that.
And be a sub.
And I mean, really, seriously, I don't know what it is. We've tried to figure it out about Animal Crossing, but it just works. I thought I was over Animal Crossing, honestly, because I can't play with anybody. But then Anna starts to pick up Animal Crossing, and I'm like, okay, well, I'll teach you the little things that I do know, and I'll help you, and you can have some of my stuff, and all sorts of things. Because I bought the game for her, period. Anyway, like to begin with, and she's just now having a chance to play it. I love my wife to death. She gets nervous when I'm watching her play because she doesn't like to look stupid in front of me. She told me this yesterday.
Me too.
After 12 years of marriage, she doesn't like to look stupid in front of me. And so she's really good at like finding the crickets. She's not super good at catching the crickets.
Hey, come on, it's fine.
I heard those are difficult, the crickets.
They're really
ones.
not. No, these ones are slower than molasses, bro. Like these mole crickets, they're not going anywhere. They're just hanging out. And it's hilarious. It'll happen again. I've got to film it and put it on the internet because people need to see this. It makes me laugh so much. And she gets so embarrassed, but like she's laughing while she's embarrassed. I don't know how she's feeling on the inside, but it is quality entertainment, if you ask me. Well, hey, I hope that you guys enjoyed some of those Animal Crossing tips that we had for you. Some stuff that maybe we haven't used, but people around us have, and they enjoy them. And we all know how well Amazon works for us. Our life would be different, so much different without Amazon. So now you have it for Animal Crossing. Congratulations. Hey, I want to let you guys know about a thing that we're into. And not like we all do this together or anything, but a thing that is kind of LTN adjacent is called Animo. And it's basically Pokemon for Christians. Not that Christians don't play Pokemon, but it's like a very Christian version of Pokemon where you have complete decks and all sorts of, fantastical animals and creatures and stuff like that. But on the bottom of each one of the cards, there's a Bible verse. So we use it for our kids. And my 7, about to be 8 years old, he'll be 8 by the time you hear this. He loves it, and he's able to memorize Bible verses and have really cool looking cards. And Animo is even doing a really cool thing called the Bible Verse Challenge, where if you memorize a verse, film yourself, post it online, they will send you a holographic special version of that card that you can only get if you do the Bible Verse Challenge. And my kids eat that up. They love holofoil cards, and they love things that other people don't have because they're kids, right? So you can get down on that. And also, Animo is doing a brand new Kickstarter that launches. It will have launched the 21st. For us, when we're recording, that's today. But for you, that was some days ago. They are launching their cross trainers, which adds a bunch of new stuff. There are brand new decks, brand new seekers. They've got new, Cinnies and new Animo that are in there. Also new game modes. New. And if you're interested in any of this stuff, if you see me post about it, or we were talking earlier, Victor posts a lot of that. You can get down on that stuff, and we'll have all of the information in the show notes below where you can join the Kickstarter and be a part of it from the ground up. You can also go back and get the base stuff right now if you don't want to wait for the Kickstarter to fulfill. And we here at Love Thy Nerd are going to be doing a giveaway and also, some preview stuff on it as well. So hopefully that'll show you what it is and why it should probably live at your house. Now I will say this, if you're like a 35-year-old guy and you ain't got kids, this is probably not for you. Go back to Animal Crossing. So, yeah.
What if you're 38 and you have kids?
Then you're probably going to want both. Yeah, just in case.
Just wondering.
Absolutely. But head on over to the link in the description or in the show notes. Wherever you find this podcast, it should be there. And if not, just go to lovethynerd.com/freeplay, and the link will be on the show page right there on our website. Hey, let's move this show along. Kate, what the heck have you been playing?
Well, good news. I finished The Outer Worlds.
You're so good at finishing games. I want to brag on you for a second. I have
Thank you.
no
That's so
less than
nice.
3 billion games that I do not finish. I start them and don't finish them.
Yeah.
You finish games.
Because I want to finish them, I try to play one at a time so that I will finish them. There's
Animal Crossing doesn't count.
No, Animal Crossing is a never-ending, living, breathing
The
game.
never-ending story.
It's a never-ending story. But like for these, like, I play a lot of these RPGs, and it's like I want to start it, immerse myself in it, and then finish it.
Okay, yeah.
So I finished The Outer Worlds. It was an interesting game. I found the dialogue to be funny and goofy.
Yeah.
Like there was a couple
it's
times where I
something
straight up was like, ah, ha, 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 like out loud, and
else. Just like that.
exactly like that. And it was funny. It was funny. But there was, it's one of those, oh, your decisions matter. So like everything has its own like consequences and all this stuff. And I'm like, at the end, I was just kind of like, whatever. If they die, they die. Well, it was kind of like I had some, I wrote it down. I had a couple complaints
Oh, okay.
alongside the good stuff.
Can't
but
wait.
There's, when you take a group of people in your party out and about, and you get into some
Mischief.
mischief or some conflict.
Trouble. Yeah.
They usually have like the companions say something every once in a while, like during it, they're like, and like shoot people or whatever. Well, these party members that I had, and I switched it and I played with all the party members that I had, and they all did this. They like complain and yell and are like, oh, it's burning, it's in my eye, like a lot of screaming and whining, complaining when they're being like eaten by acid. And it was
Freaking
starting
babies.
it was starting to get a little bit annoyed because I'm like, how about instead of complaining, you help me get this done so we can move along? Like,
I don't like it.
well,
Yeah,
I wanted
this is
them
your
to.
idea. This is your idea. This is your adventure. You're going to hear me complain about everything along the way.
Well, I just
Yeah.
wanted them to kind of keep it to themselves. I didn't need as much like
You don't think I'm getting hit here?
I didn't need as much dialogue to remind me that they were in pain. It's like I'm doing the best that I can. This is what it is. I'm sorry. Like,
And how dare you?
yeah, and also how dare you go back to the ship?
Did
And-
you can just like choose the blow them off emote.
Yeah.
That's not a thing.
And then I know it's not like a proper shooter, this game. We talked about it, I don't know, I think last week that it's not like really a proper shooter. It just
Right.
shooting is a mechanic that exists in this game. But I was playing on an easy mode or one of the lower, easier modes, whatever. I can't remember which one. And I was always running out of ammo of every type for all of my guns, even though I loot everyone and everything. And I'm like,
Yeah.
what is the point of this then? The final boss I had to take out with basically a lacrosse stick, electrified.
Yes.
We did it though.
Melee, because there was no ammo and I kept running out of ammo. I'm like, this is absolutely
Well, did you feel?
ridiculous.
You probably felt better about that though, right?
No, I wanted it to be over quickly. And instead it was drawn out because I could only hit this guy with a stick, basically.
Yeah. In the
So-
head.
It
At
was
least
just
it wasn't
like
Breath
the
of the
game.
Wild where it broke after a little while, right?
Ugh.
Yeah, well, the game just took a little bit of a turn, difficulty-wise, all of a sudden. So I'm like, what is this? I have 0 ammo. I just was not equipped, and there was no opportunity for me to be equipped in any way. So
But
that's
you made
done.
it through.
I made it through. Yeah, I made it through. I felt good about my choices and my ending. It's all fine. Then the next day, I immediately started my other game that I picked up, which is Control by
Yeah.
Remedy Entertainment. This game is a trip and a half. I don't know if you've played like Quantum Break or Alan Wake or anything. I haven't played either of those games because they have never been available for PlayStation, but
Quantum Break is a lot of fun.
I watched PewDiePie play it.
Oh, well, there you go. You figured it out.
And it did look fun. So there's a lot, of overlapping similar things, but this game is like a psychological thriller trip,
Uh-huh.
crazy upside down in the upside down. I don't know. The first
Does
little
it
boss
play like you would imagine Quantum Break plays?
Yes.
Okay. Well, you just said that you were watching them. I didn't really know
I
like,
was-
how it compared.
It's the combat in this game is you have these dope powers that kind of evolve as the game goes on. Combat's very smooth. and very
Okay.
cool and very interactive, and like it felt so much more interactive and like full than the combat in Outer Worlds, which makes sense. It's a different type of game. It's a different game. But I powered through this first boss. Literally took me 20 times to get through this guy because I was not understanding what was going on, and it was really hard and challenging.
Okay.
But what a trip. Like, I don't even really know how else to describe it other than it is a trip, and you keep wanting to know what's next despite any frustrations or, difficulties. It's basically you've gotten into this building called the Federal Bureau of Control, where it's like paranormal headquarters type thing. They study different like phenomenon and how it interacts with reality and all this crazy stuff. And it's like you get in there and something's gone terribly wrong. You don't know what. So now you're trying to figure it out. And there's some element that's kind of like a little bit Beyond Two Souls-esque to it.
Okay. So
I
good.
just, it's good so far.
I almost started it the other day because it's on PlayStation Now.
Do you
And
have PlayStation Now?
Yes, I do.
Well,
Yeah,
well.
it's just-
mostly because I keep forgetting to unsubscribe. So,
You should pick it up. It's interesting.
they have some good choices on there.
Some good advice that I found to be true that I received from M. Joshua, who was talking to me about this game, is that while you're, in combat situations, keep moving, don't stop, keep moving. It's like that type of thing.
Okay.
So, and I found that advice to be true and good advice. So I'll let you know what I think of this as it kind of unfolds, because I'm still in the beginning phases, and it's
I
a
can
lot of thinking.
guess where you're going to land on this one. Yeah. I'm just going to go ahead and guess right now that you're going to love this all the way through from tip to tail.
Probably.
Why are you looking at it on your phone? What are you doing?
No, I know that
well,
this
if
is
I
the
can get
kind
through
of-
it, because hopefully I don't get too frustrated and say, "Oh, forget it."
I think you're going to be fine, honestly.
Probably.
Because it is a gorgeous game. I mean, there's a reason that it won Game of the Year last year.
Yeah, it got a buttload of awards. So
Yeah, honestly, when it won Game of the Year, I had never even heard of it. But I don't know. I don't really follow PlayStation stuff very closely. Starting to follow the video game scene a little bit more. I wish we had more time. We could talk about like some of the updates for Mario Maker 2 and Animal Crossing. Like
we could do that next week.
Yeah, let's definitely cover that next week. But I'm starting to follow video games a little bit more. But what I do know about Control is A, it's gorgeous. B, you have a 4K TV, and C, you have a PS4 Pro. So you're kind of running it at max settings.
It looks great. Honestly, when I first was looking at it, graphically, it's like, this is an Xbox game. How did an Xbox game get on a PS4?
It's magic.
Was my thought. And it's because, I don't know, magic, it's there. But the previous games in this like loose series / universe have all been Xbox, but it runs great.
Oh, I guess I didn't realize that it was part of that Is it like in the same universe as Quantum Break? Or
I
is it just
believe
made by the
so,
same
because
company?
Quantum Break is in the same universe or whatever as Alan Wake. Because
Yes.
I tweeted about this game, and people were like, people I didn't even know, I don't know how they saw this tweet, were like, you're saying you like Control, but you haven't played Alan Wake. I'm like, what?
What's your problem?
The new Alan Wake. You can go into
How would I know? Like,
there's a classroom that you can go to, because everything's like on a college campus in Control, or there's one space where it is, and you can go into one of the classrooms, and on the blackboard there's some Alan Wake stuff. It's pretty dope, and it's not just Easter eggy things. They're legit in the same universe. Well, that's cool. That makes me want to play it more now.
Hey, if you
and
get PlayStation
it's on
Now,
sale, so
you can get
on
PlayStation
sale.
Now for $10 a month, forevermore.
or that.
And you can play that, and you can play. There's seriously a ton of games on there. I almost started playing Fallout 3 again because it's on there.
Oh man, don't get me
Wowee.
freaking started.
And New Vegas is on there, and Red Dead 1 is on there.
Woo.
PlayStation Now sounds like my Xbox backlog.
It probably is.
Hey, speaking of
boy.
Xbox backlog, Matt, what have you been playing?
So glad you asked. It hasn't been Xbox. My dad still has my Xbox. Besides Animal Crossing, which I will mention.
You playing Animal Crossing?
Barely.
You're still doing that?
I just got to 3 stars on my island. KK came and performed today.
Whoa.
This morning, so I had been saving up my Nook miles, so I was able to get every terraforming thing I could because I had over 30,000 Nook miles just waiting for me. So
Did KK play KK Reggae or
no, he played the New Horizon song and gave me a copy of it, so it's gonna
autographed? I bet.
yeah.
He
it's
should
gonna
have
go.
played Happy Birthday.
Well, that was yesterday.
Oh, okay.
He played.
Did
today.
you? Well, we'll talk about Animal Crossing here real fast. Kate, did you play on your birthday?
I did.
Yeah, I was actually pleasantly surprised with what they did for birthdays.
I loved the party they threw me.
Yeah,
it was great.
Yep.
Had a pinata. And...
Yeah. Did you give your cupcakes away to your Islanders?
No, is that what you were supposed to do?
Yes, you give your
Dang
cupcakes
it.
away to Islanders, and they
Kate
give you
ate them all.
They give
No,
you
I
birthday
put them in
swag.
I put them in
So,
storage. So
go
now I
give-
have to wait till.
No, I think you can give them away now. Still, they'll be fine. So they got I got a birthday cake, a birthday party table that has has a cake and like all the party supplies on it. So go give those away. Don't eat any of them.
Okay.
One for each villager. So yeah, I've been playing a lot of that. Everyone knows that. Also for my birthday, Bubba, you and I are part of a board game wish lists group.
Oh, we are, yeah.
And they asked for everyone's birthday in April, and I put mine up there, and I received another little expansion for Lord of the Rings, the living card game. And I also received 2 expansions for Clank, which I haven't played Clank in, well, it's been too long, honestly. I forgot how good the game is. So I got a Curse of the Mummy expansion and, what's it called?
Clank in
Jungle-
Space?
Jungle the Jungle? No, Temples of the Ape Lord. So,
Wow.
What a good name for it.
yeah, I know. So that one only came with a new board and new little wooden meeples, as well as instead of using the dragon, you use this giant ape. But the Curse of the Mummy comes with more cards, another board. So we played
Clank is
yesterday.
solid.
Yeah, it's just so good. We played the ape one yesterday, and it just, I forgot how great that game is. So we're looking forward to playing more of that. And if you haven't played Clank, it is a deck builder style game where you're purchasing cards along the way, making your hand bigger and better, so you can move around the board more, fight villains better. It's kind of like one of those games where, like, typically with a deck builder, you're not playing on a board, but with Clank, you are. It helps your movement. You're grabbing treasure. Think The Hobbit, but as a board game, I guess. Like, you're trying to get as much treasure as you can before the dragon gets you.
I wonder, did we do that? Did we cover that on Beard Bros and Co-optional Clank?
I know that Aaron and I played it. Yes, it's probably somewhere.
Okay. Might be time to revisit that one.
I think
'Cause,
you're
like, if-
probably right.
Yeah, just play it. Because it's one of those ones that is really visually stimulating.
It is.
It's gorgeous.
Yep. A big fan. I also played Call to Adventure, and Bubba, you said you'd never heard of this game.
No.
The basic premise is you are building your character's story. So you have your end goal of what you're trying to get to, and you're choosing cards along the way that earn you victory points, that kind of progress your story along. And you get to choose kind of like light or good choices or negative and bad choices. And even if you do go like negative and bad, you can still earn victory points that way. So you're just building your story along 3 acts. I would say one of the most interesting parts of the game is instead of using dice to kind of decide things, you're casting these runes, like these lots.
You almost said casting lots. Yeah.
Casting lots. Casting these runes, like these stones that you're trying to get a certain amount of, like, there's symbols on one side of them, and you're trying to cast those and get those to show, because for, like, let's say I'm trying to pick up this card that has a 5. I need to have a 5. I need to be able to see 5 symbols when I cast my runes down on the table. Really cool, like, different way
A
to play
great
a
mechanic.
game. Yeah. So really fun. really, really big fan. There's a couple different expansions. There's one out right now that's based on a book series that I don't know about, but nerds know about. Called Call of the Wild, Call of the Wind. Call of the Wind. I think that's it. Call of the Wild, something else.
Yeah.
Nerds know that. I don't know it. So we're gonna play this one a few more times, and we may actually do it on co-optional here in the next month or so.
Exciting.
Just because it's fun.
Yeah, I kind of got really excited and jumped the gun. I wanted you to do it just the other day.
We weren't there
but
yet.
it's just because I wanted to see it. Like, it was super selfish. I just wanted to see what it was like.
There is a co-op version in it. I haven't played it 2-player. I don't know how it plays 2-player like against each other. I don't know if you're supposed to only do co-op if you only do 2-player. I need to read more about that. But we'll figure something out here in the next month, and we'll make it happen. And I will mention the last thing we've been doing during the week with the kids. We're watching the show on YouTube called The Chosen. It is really, really good. Typically, when I think of Christian media, I regretfully so kind of look down upon it because there's some really bad stuff out there, and
It can be trash, bro.
it can be bad. And we know that there's been a lot of like, my mind goes to the Left Behind series and the movies, and like it's like how like it's
watch your mouth.
cringy. It's cringy, and you have these different networks that just put out this. It's good. I mean, I'm sure somebody enjoys it, but for me, I'm like, it's lacking. So Aaron was like, "Hey, I was told about this. We should watch." And I was like, "Okay, let's watch it. That's fine." And the premise is it's set in Jerusalem around like 25 to 30 AD, just when Jesus is coming into his ministry. I'm not going to say it's biblically accurate, but it also is at the same time. At least the parts where it's intentionally like, I'm trying to explain it. It basically takes the characters of that time. So like Simon and Andrew
Garfunkel.
and like all of Jesus's disciples. And instead of like, you don't really hear much about them in the Bible. So it takes kind of like what happened during that time period of the world. Like, hey, they were fishermen. This is probably how it was or could have been. You just get
Christian
to see
fiction.
Yeah, like you get to see like it makes their characters more interesting. It makes them a little bit more relatable, I guess.
Yeah.
So when you then read about them in the Bible, you're like, they kind of make more sense that they would say something like that. But it's been really good. We've watched, I think, 5 or 6 episodes. And if you like that kind of thing, you should check it out.
How does it compare to VeggieTales?
Ooh.
Which VeggieTales?
Any.
On a scale from 1 to VeggieTales. Like,
Beats it, easy, hands down.
beats VeggieTales?
Heck yeah,
I don't think I can trust you anymore. Like, you're, yeah.
hands
Well,
down.
you tried.
Hey, Bubba, what have you been playing?
Well, I have, first of all, let's talk about what I've been watching. All right. So last week, as Clausen was editing through last week's episode, he was always is sending me messages and stuff like that. I don't know if he does that to you guys, but he's always sending me messages as he's editing.
Sometimes.
And he mentioned, hey, if you would really like this, because I was talking about Tiger King. That had to have been what happened. And he was like, if you like Tiger King, you would love this show called McMillions. And the premise of the show McMillions is that, I forget the dates, but it was like from late 80s to mid 90s. There was not a like clean winner, sweepstakes winner of the McDonald's Monopoly game.
Oh, right. Okay.
Oh,
It was
my
all
gosh.
like there was basically a mob family that was running who was winning. They would pick the winners. They would get half of the winnings. The people would have to put money up front in order to get the winning pieces. I won't spoil any of it because it's fascinating. If you like this kind of stuff, Making a Murderer or Tiger King, then McMillions is for you. We binged the whole thing in one day.
Wow.
What's
Oh
it on?
my gosh.
We watched it on Amazon Prime.
Okay.
Yeah. And it's an HBO docuseries. It's a fantastic. And it's just like mind-blowing. And then there's a twist at the very end. It was just so great. So great. So we watched that. We're very tired the next day. I am currently on the final boss of Diddy Kong Racing. For those of you that were wondering,
Congratulations.
I
you made it.
just went ham on that game. I am loving it. I am doing the time trials right now to try and get my little clock bro going. I've been playing just a lot of Nintendo 64 lately. Playing it during our meetings, playing it during church staff meetings, whatever. It's like it's so easy because it's sitting right there. And started playing wrestling games like we were talking about last week and all sorts of stuff. Really trying to figure out what to stream and how to stream it. Because I think that my internet will keep up with the stream. So
Please do. I've been thinking about what retro game I could play after you've been talking about this. Like, what would be good? I don't have a 64 anymore though.
What do you have your SNES Classic still?
Yeah, I have the online.
Yeah.
Switch.
Yeah.
The online.
Just break something out and start playing it, man. Like I think that's the thing is people will watch it.
Yeah.
Even if you're terrible at it. I don't know, man. Caleb has been playing a lot of. He likes to add stuff to Spotify, so he's been playing a lot of Legend of Zelda 2 music, and I love the music in Legend of Zelda 2, but I hate the game. But every time I hear it, I'm like, I might want to play that. I don't know.
I thought about that, like streaming. Like I've never played it before, like much. I've not played it much, so
I have very distinct memories of sitting down to try to play that game and not wanting to play it ever again. So
yep.
I don't know. We'll see. Yeah. But I did last night. I had stupid 30. I had Dauntless installed on my Switch. Do you guys know about Dauntless? Do you know what this game is?
I know of it.
Okay.
No, not at all.
It's a free to play MMO, and like, aren't they all, right? But it's a it has a freemium kind of structure to it, kind of like Fortnite. You can buy these battle pass-esque things where you can get access to bigger bonuses and more stuff. But I described it as, what did I say? Like Monster Hunter went to prom with World of Warcraft, but left with Fortnite. Like that's what it felt like playing that game. It's fun. It's smooth. You get sent on all sorts of quests to go and, collect things and, waste these monsters. Everything's really fast. Like you're not gone for hours at a time doing stuff. I think the longest thing I did was like 20 minutes in the early part of the game. And it's all, just party based. Like you can squad up or whatever. They'll do party matchmaking and stuff like that. It was just really easy and fun. And it was a good MMO experience for me that I didn't have to like get into and like learn all the crap about and all that stuff. It was just fun. I mean, right now I'm installing it on my Xbox to see if I can carry over what I did over here through my Epic account. If not, I'll just play it on the Switch. I can't guarantee like I'm going to keep playing it. Like I feel like I tried to do this with Warframe 2, where I was like, I really want to play this game. It's really cool. I played it for a little bit and I was like, nah, I'm done. Like nothing's really kept my attention the way World of Warcraft or Lord of the Rings Online or DC Universe Online has.
Yeah, what about that one game you guys were playing a couple years ago, Smite?
Never heard of her.
Yeah, right.
You both were playing it. You both were.
Well, I mean, I was playing it. I wasn't any good at it though.
No, Matt was.
I don't know. You seemed like you were pretty into it.
No.
Yeah. But anyway, I mean, like that's the kind of stuff that I'm doing because I still can't get on anybody's island on Animal Crossing. And
maybe it's better that way.
I can guarantee that it's not.
Yeah, it's not.
Yeah, the game that's designed to have social interaction. So, I don't know. Hopefully that gets cleared up. But the thing that blows my mind is that I can go and I can play Dauntless. And I can play with people, but I can't visit other people's islands.
Yeah, that's weird.
It just is so crazy. I don't know. Who
get
knows? But anyway, hey, those are some of the games and stuff that we've been playing and stuff we've been watching and whatever. We want you guys to let us know. Hit us up on the Twitter, ye old Twitter at Free Play Podcast and let us know, what have you been playing? What have you been watching? Did you pay $20 to stream Trolls? Let us know. We want to know these things. Yeah.
I don't want to know that.
Yeah. No, it's exactly what it sounds like. It was supposed to be in theaters, but it ended up going straight to stream. And instead of renting a normal video for $5 is what you would normally do, it's $20 because it's a new release. I remember back in my day when straight to video meant it was terrible. And
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you laughed at those people.
I did. Yeah. Little Mermaid 2? How about nah? Yeah, I'm good. Thanks, though.
Hard pass.
Yeah. But now it's like, what else is it going to do? So, I don't know. Well, let us know in the comments below. Let us know on Twitter at Free Play Podcast. What are you doing during this time to kind of keep your brain from exploding out of your head hole? So, hey guys, I think that's going to do it right now for this episode 87 of the Free Play Podcast. Be sure to check us out on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Stitcher, Google Play, YouTube, radio.com, and probably 400,000 other places on the dark web that we don't know about. If you can't find us where you listen to podcasts, let me know. Send me an email, bubba@lovethynerd.com, and we will figure that mess out. And if you're not already a part of our Facebook group, just do it. I don't know why I keep having to say this. You're the reason I got to keep saying this. Just do it. I need you to do two things for me right off the bat. Go join our Facebook group. Okay, well, yeah, Kate
Done.
probably. Join our Facebook group. Just go to lovethynerd.com/community. It'll take you exactly where you need to go. And become a subby. lovethynerd.com/YouTube. Kate, you're crushing it right now. Look at all the check marks all over the place.
Yep.
So for those of you guys that are behind the Kate curve, I need you to go and do those two things for me. And while you're on Facebook, also go and like our page. Follow us. Make sure you got notifications turned on and all that stuff, because you want to be sure that you know when we drop articles or if we have any giveaways or when we're live, like all sorts of stuff. You want to make sure that you're following us so that you can get that. Also, hey, we got a lot of alsos. Go to lovethynerd.com/Discord because you just want to be there. Discord is dope. It's so much fun. It is just a forever trail of memes and text. It's like one long group thread. Who doesn't like that, right?
That's right.
Love it.
Yeah. But if you know what Discord is, you want to be in on that. We got voice channels and all sorts of stuff that you guys can be a part of. And if you're in the Discord channel, you get a heads up on everything. You know before anybody else when we have new videos that drop, when we have new articles, and also when podcasts go live. You can get notified right from within our Discord server, lovethynerd.com/Discord. Hey, you can also find us on all of the other social stuff, Twitter and Instagram, as well as Facebook at Love Thy Nerd. And again, be sure to follow us on the Free Play Podcast Twitter account at Free Play Podcast. Kate, I think you're doing some stuff over there.
All the time.
Mainly some of the time.
Just a couple things.
Couple things all of the time.
Yeah, hey, if you want to see a picture of Matt's can rack, we'll make sure that gets up there.
Oh, yeah, that's a good one.
C'est magnifique right there.
Yeah. Also, if you want to see a picture of Matt's Nicolas Cage sequin pillow, that's the place to see it.
Yep.
That's a true story. Well, like I said, that's going to do it. My name is Bubba Stallcup.
My name is Matthew Scott Warmbier.
Ooh.
I hate this.
My name is Kate Katawaki.
Yeah,
Kate, no middle name, Katawaki.
It is
I was
not.
Kate has a middle name, and we will find it out next
No,
week
it's fine.
when we play
I was trying to-
3 Truths and No Lies. So come back for
Yeah.
that. That one's gonna
Yeah.
be fun. And for
It
our cut
better be.
man, Jonathan Clausen, Jonathan Stacy Clausen.
There it
And
is.
we'll catch you next week. And remember, if nobody else tells you it's true, Jesus loves you, nerd.
You have been listening to the Free Play Podcast with Bubba Stallcup, Matt Warmbier, and Kate Katawaki, part of the Love Thy Nerd Podcast Network. Be sure to rate and review the show and share on all the social media.
And Matt has 38-year-old ears, so there's no
What?
telling what he is or isn't hearing.
What?